So first of all, Francis, give me your name and spelling.
Okay, Francis Ho, Francisho is the last name.
Okay. So Francis, tell me a little bit about what's going on today here at historic Filipino town. We will be doing, I believe, a collaboration with Inspire Studios and the films that you've been making, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how that came about and what to expect today.
Well, today is actually the kickoff event for Filipino American Heritage Month, and I'm here to basically have a MOU signed with the historic Filipino town. We want to cooperate with the Filipino Hollywood movies that I'm producing that will promote better understanding of our culture as Filipino Americans, but beyond understanding our culture, to really highlight to Hollywood and the world the greatness and the goodness of the Filipino people.
That is wonderful.
Whether they are here in the United States, other countries, or back in the Philippines. And today we're gonna just present those projects just to let the people know that it's our time to rise.
Yes, I love that. And you have 3 movies you're featuring here today. Can you tell us a little bit about each one?
Okay, so I actually have 4 movies in development, but 3 of them are already. 2 of them are actually casted, and 1 is being polished script-wise. So the first one is Angel Warrior. Our lead actress with that is Bea Alonso, which is the #1 artist in the Philippines right now, and that is a story of a Filipina resistance fighters that unheard of, and yet 10% of the Filipinos who fought against the Japanese were women.
Wow.
So this is their story, representing the resistance fighters who are Filipinas, who were fighting alongside Americans and the Filipino brothers, and will also represent the Filipino comfort women that gave a lot of sacrifice, many of them the ultimate sacrifice for freedom. And so the Angel Warrior would be a composite of their stories.
Oh, that is so beautiful. So that's a beautiful period piece that you're going to be. When will that be released?
And the target release for this is May of 2023. We are gonna be starting filming June of next year. And so hopefully we could have a special premiere, not a release premiere, but it's just a special premiere for Phil-Ams in December of next year in Hollywood, which I would love to see Barong Tagalog and Filipiniana Maria Clara flood the streets of Hollywood, even though it's gonna be cold next year.
I would love that. Please keep me posted on that premiere.
The second movie is about the rescue of the Americans who were abducted by the Abu Sayyaf group, and actually today with me is the rescuer himself.
Oh, wonderful.
So it will be his story. So and then the third movie is about the story of the Americans that were burned alive in Palawan during World War II. All right.
Wow.
But
I see a common theme here, Francis. You like the historical tributes.
Historical, true stories, but at the same time, the collaborations between Filipinos and Americans that most people probably have not heard of.
Wonderful. So now let's talk bigger picture. Okay, there is this partnership with Inspire Studios and a significant monetary investment in. I think I heard Lakas. Which is, I guess, is that a nonprofit or a project to promote positive images in the entertainment for Filipino Americans? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so basically the MOU between the Filipino Council and Lakas, which is a representative of the Federation of Philippine American Chambers of Commerce. So basically there's no monetary,
that is the nonprofit sector.
Nonprofit.
Support
So they're just gonna help me support and promote the movies. While at the same time, my end of the bargain is to help the Filipino community develop, especially like Filipino writers, actors, Filipino Americans, because not so many people are given the privilege to have this access in world-class trainings in Hollywood. And so we would like to give access to
create a guild of sorts, right? And that to me is so important. It's what's needed. I mean, Asian film has really grown in the last few years. I think since we took Harvey Weinstein down, and the monopoly, that the Jewish insiders had for many years. And I'm seeing, we saw Crazy Rich Asians, we saw Parasite. and then
Shang-Chi.
this year Shang-Chi. Yeah. So all of this is really ripe for Filipino American film to come up. So I'm super excited about that. So what projects can we expect from Inspire and your work to get out there? What is the impact that you hope to make?
Well, the impact really primarily is for us to, for I don't know if how many people knows or realize this, but the Filipinos are one of the most, if not the most giving people of the world.
Absolutely.
Right? So you take the nurses out of hospitals in America or even in the Middle East and the system crumbles. Okay? Because doctors and nurses, a lot are Filipinos.
Yes.
However, there is an article that was written a few years ago that exposes that Filipinos, though they are the top two most paid people groups in the United States, highest paid.
Absolutely, especially in healthcare. They're the frontliners.
But we are also, Filipinos are the most marginalized. In the
What regard, Francis?
basically, we put so much contribution to the community, but we don't have an equal recognition.
Absolutely.
All right.
That
So
I can agree with.
what we would like to show to the world is we are not trying to demand recognition. We want to earn that by showing them the greatness and the goodness of our people through making great world-class movies that inspires people to do great things. Because, for example, this is just a classic example. My fourth movie, it's called Open Doors. All right. Now, if I ask you if you heard of Schindler, Oscar Schindler, you would know that. You watch Schindler's List.
Yes.
How many did he save? 800 Jewish people. But do you know that our president Quezon during World War II saved 1,200 Jewish people? He saved more Jewish people than Schindler, but he's not as famous as Oscar Schindler. Why? Because no one is telling their story.
That's right.
And that's why one of the challenge to me by the ambassador of Israel that I spoke with when I was in Manila, he said, Filipinos are great people,
Yes.
good people, but they have no good story, not no good, but they say very few are
It is not
telling you
getting
great
publicized.
stories.
That's
Yes.
why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I made it a point to come down because I so appreciate what you're doing, Francis.
Yeah, he said
You are our voice.
Yes, that's my desire. I just want to be someone who inspires people, and I want to us all to come together and to unite, because the only way that we can rise and make mainstream, this is my mission, make stories of Filipino, true stories, not superhero stories, true stories of Filipino heroism, honor and hope, mainstream in Hollywood and in the world. That's Inspire Studios.
I love that passion. Any final words for the Hollywood Times?
For the Hollywood, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity to be heard. And secondly, you are about to see the making of what could be the first Filipino Hollywood blockbuster. And our dream is nothing short than winning the first Oscars for the Filipinos worldwide.
And the first of your releases will be Angel Warrior, is that correct?
It will be it could possibly be both. It all depends on the availability of the stars. But heart of hearts, I want Angel Warrior to go first. But it all depends on the schedule of the stars that we are negotiating.
Awesome. And we're excited because the premiere will feature outfits like this. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
You expect everyone. And a lot of my white friends have their own barongs and Filipiniana dresses. So
you better invest in that
yeah,
part.
exactly. Oh, I have quite a few.
No,
so.
because it will become expensive.
I know. It's already expensive. Your average barong costs like $75 or so. And think about how little garment you're getting for that, right? But of course, it's beautiful and everyone needs to be wearing this. So thank you so much for your time, Francis. And
Absolutely,
I look forward
Marc.
to your presentation today.
Thank you,
What
sir.
can we expect from the event today, real quick?
You will be inspired and be proud that you are a Filipino American,
Oh, I see a lot of pride today.
because you will see what we have done in the past, the greatness and the goodness of the Filipino, and how this will propel us to the future. And so after my talk and after the program here, you will go home inspired and
I'm
be
super
proud.
excited. What time is that program? Is that coming up soon?
That would be 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We'll go right out. Thank you so much, Francis.
Thanks, Mark.